Hello boys and girls, and welcome to Project 17. Today we're going to do a drawing or a painting or color the picture, and we're going to talk about creatures that live under the sea. So first I'm going to show you some videos that I took at the San Antonio Zoo's aquarium. I hope you enjoy them. I'll see you soon. Here's like a school of fish. Boys and girls, this is a fly river turtle, and you see these other fish swimming around. All the nice colors. A really strange face. Look at this spotted ray. See its polka dots? You see the fish are kind of a rainbow color. Look at that spotted ray. Beautiful. I've never seen one like that before, boys and girls. These are the type of fish that you'd see in a coral reef in, say, the South Pacific or the Caribbean. There's a clownfish. Oh, you can split back in after you come out. And there's some yellow and blue, just beautiful colors. That's a strange fish right there. That fish. There's a clownfish, but he won't come out, boys and girls. I'm sorry. I just saw him, just like Nemo. It's beautiful. Here's some more tropical fish. Different colors, stripes, different shapes. See all the different colors and shapes. Really strange colored fish, orange and white stripes. And then there's tiny little blue fish swimming around. It's amazing all the different colors. So there, boys and girls, is a banded bamboo shark swimming away from us. There's one in the background, one swimming, staying on the bottom. You can see all the different fish swimming around, the different shapes and colors that we said before. Pretty interesting, very fascinating. And this is at the zoo in San Antonio. You can see it in the aquarium. Look at this white fish with the gray spots. Pretty amazing.
So it's almost 4 years old.
Here's another one of those striped bamboo striped sharks swimming by. All these wonderful fish. Seahorses. They're all swimming around. Here are a bunch of seahorses swimming around. They're not really big, they're pretty small. You can see how they're swimming around. Some of them even have their tails curled around that piece of stick. Very interesting. Here's tiny little crabs. There's one right there, and there's one over here. It's tiny. Look at these strange sea creatures. They look kind of like jellyfish, only on the bottom of the ocean, not on the top. Very interesting. They look like plants, but they're actually live creatures. Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed those videos, and I hope you enjoyed looking at all those different fish and sea creatures. So today, for your art project, Project 17, is to create an underwater sea world or draw some kind of sea creature, okay? Now I'll show you some examples that students in the past have done. And this is a pretty simple one. It's just one little clownfish with some seaweed. They used oil pastel on this picture right here. We'll put that right there. And then this was done by one of my old teacher friends. This is an example that she made of a fish, and you see the rocks on the bottom, and you see the seaweed, and you see another fish up here where they just cropped part of it. That's something you can do. You don't always have to show the whole fish, and they used a variety of different colors, okay? This one, it's a big fish. You see how big it is. It's got these long things coming out. And remember, use your imagination. You Don't sit there and say, well, Mr. Andrew, I have to draw a certain kind of fish. You can make up your own fish, okay? Now this one I really like because it's a whole sea world with different things going on. You know, you got seaweed, you got little fish down here, you got a little jellyfish, you got this little stingray, you got this seaweed or anemone, and you got all these different size shaped fish, big ones, little ones, oh, little tiny fish going around this big old, looks like a swordfish. And then there's a baby swordfish next to it. And this looks like some kind of merman. And, you know, just all kinds, and there's a mermaid. So they put, and there you see the end of a fish's tail, okay? So let's see what we've got next. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is a big green fish coming in. And you see this red and blue fish. You don't know what's going to happen. Is this fish going to eat this fish? It's hard to say. And this is a little fish, like this little guy's going to eat this guy. And then this looks like a little snail at the bottom. And that looks like a hammerhead shark. So think about the different kinds of sea creatures that you can create. This one's kind of cute. This is a little sea turtle and a rainbow tail. Most turtles don't have tails, but you can make it up any way you want. Jellyfish and sea bubbles and seaweed, little tiny crab, little fish. Now, if I was talking to this student, I'd say, oh, you still need to color the background. That's the white paper all around. And I could show you how to do that really quick. And then this one, mermaids, 2 mermaids. And there's some fish and some seaweed, and you see the bottom of the ocean. So a mermaid, of course, is made up. It's just fantasy. So you could make up fantasy-type sea creatures. This one's really done nice. This one's a striped fish. And then you see like a shark fish down here. And then this looks like, I don't know exactly what this is, like a big clam. I don't know. But the fish is swimming by it. Okay. Now this was done on black paper and chalk. And we don't get to use chalk right now. But here's a seahorse, and we saw some seahorses in the video. There's a little starfish. The wind's kind of picking up. It's a beautiful day, boys and girls. And then you see how they use the different colors. And they color the background too. Now here, I love this fish. This fish right here, it's another chalk fish. It's a big old blue fish and big old eyes. And this is some strange merman or somebody underwater. And then there's this kind of crab-like creature. Very interesting. And then this is what I did, boys and girls, because you guys always inspire me. So I did this fish, and then there's this big fish. We don't know if he's going to come in and eat this fish. And then there's this other fish swimming by, and this kind of ribbon fish, and then there's all this different colored coral at the bottom. So think of all the different things you can put in your picture and all the different colors you can use, because that really makes your picture look exciting. Now going over here to my board, I'm going to draw real quickly some simple demonstrations on how to draw fish. Okay, the easiest way, of course, is the old traditional. You circle up like this, you circle up like this, and then there's the tail. Now you can add to this to make it more interesting. Of course, it's going to have an eye, and then it's going to have some gills, and then you have a fin down here, because most fish have fin, and then a fin up here. Now that fin can be a variety of different ways you can do it. Maybe I'll put some lines in it like this. Maybe he's got little spots or scales. Okay, and then here's his tail. And you can do the same format, but you can make it long, like this. And then maybe the top is more like this. And then maybe the bottom is like this. So even though this is a simple way to draw a fish, you can change it up and make it more interesting. We'll put a mouth right there. And maybe he has stripes that go across. And then he has stripes that go down. And then you got this like this. To do a jellyfish, just a half circle. That's the easiest way to do it. And then the things that hang down. Okay? All right. A shark, a lot of times it's just a long rectangle. That's kind of a simple way. Then he's got a pointed mouth like this, and he's got sharp teeth. Now I'm doing this fast. Eye. Then he's got the lines for his, and then he's got his big dorsal fin, and then he's got his pointed tail, you know, and then he has a fin that comes out kind of like this. Okay, that's a simple shark. You can make it more elaborate. And of course, an octopus is just a big circle with legs that come off. Of course, octa means 8, but you know, squids have 6 legs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then he has eyes. Okay. And maybe we'll give him some lines in his tentacles and make him smile. That's a simple octopus. And of course, don't forget seaweed. Seaweed that comes up off the bottom of the ocean. Okay, we'll do the bottom of the ocean. And then there's coral and kind of odd-shaped rocks with holes in them and stuff. And of course, you can draw all kinds of stuff at the bottom of this ocean. I'll show you one big paper, and this will be the last thing I show you. And this has got all kinds of examples. All right, a lobster, an octopus, a seahorse, a long skinny fish, a crab, a fish coming from the side, a jellyfish, a long shark. So there's so many things that you can draw when you're thinking about sea creatures, okay? So here again, be creative, use your imagination, and of course use lots of different colors and try to draw. If you draw one big fish, that's fine, but you might want to draw a whole bunch of different sea creatures. So I look forward to seeing what you're going to do for Project 17. See you real soon. Bye.